What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing great today. My name is Maximus, and today I'm going to teach you how you can capture incredible photographs with your phone. Yes, your smartphone. Whatever it can be, an Android and iPhone doesn't matter at all. As long as it has a camera, of course. So we will start with our video. I'll quickly grab a cup of coffee while you watch the intro. Roll the intro. Nothing is better than a good cup of coffee, isn't it? So, you might be thinking, why am I making this video? Well, majority of people think that professional cameras are better than smartphone cameras. Frankly, they are, but not in all cases. Many times I'm in a situation where I cannot pull out my DSLR, or professional cameras do not grant you that flexibility which smartphone cameras do. Some people might think me as a lazy person, but I think capturing something with a smartphone camera is better than capturing nothing with a professional camera. First tip I'll suggest you is turn on your grid lines. Turning on grids can help you compose your frames in creative angles. So first basic composition in photography is the rule of thirds. It is very commonly used in photography and it is very effective if you learn how to use it. So basically what the rule of thirds is, when you compose your scene, arrange your most important subjects in the thirds of these grid lines or in the intersection of the lines. What does rule of third do? Well, mainly three things. One, it can create a tension in your image which can allow you to have a visual flow in the image. Two, it can allow you to tell a story in your image. And third, it is helpful for focusing on your subjects and achieve an aesthetic look. Second tip is, when you're shooting with your phone, you can use depth to make your photograph interesting. Don't always place your subjects in flat backgrounds. Sometimes you can move them where the background is far away. This can create depth behind the subject. Depth can also allow you to focus on your subjects. Third tip is use leading lines. This is also a basic rule but very effective. Use lines in the ambience to compose your subjects in a manner which will then complement the subject. If you do this technique properly, it can create incredible images. Tip number 4 is using light in creative ways. You can use light in various ways. You can backlit your subject and use the highlights to define the structure of the face. You can even place your subject directly in the sunlight, but be careful to shoot it in post-afternoon sunlight when the light is very soft and has a warm tint, so it won't give you harsh shadows. Or you can shoot silhouettes by fully backlighting the subjects and underexposing the shadows. Fifth tip is experimenting with your exposure. Many people do not experiment with their exposure. When you tap on any area in the camera automatically takes the accurate exposure of that area. But sometimes you want to expose your highlights and shadows properly. So what you do is simply tap between the intersection of the highlights and shadows. This will give you a perfect balance of highlights and shadows. You can even lock your exposure and your autofocus. Just simply tap on a subject which you want to focus and hold it for 3 seconds, and the exposure and autofocus will be locked. And then you can compose your image however you want without worrying about exposure. Sixth tip is freezing a moment. One of the ways to achieve this type of look is through burst mode. Nowadays, most of the smartphone cameras have this feature. Just simply tap and hold on to the shutter button and the camera will do the rest of the thing. It will capture hundreds of images and then you can pick your favorite one. Seventh tip is capturing a panorama. I'm not going to tell you how to capture a panorama. Most of the people know how to do it, but many people don't know how to do it properly. Many times when you capture a panorama, the sky or the sun is overexposed. So how to fix it? Just simply point at the sun and tap and hold on to the sun so you get the proper exposure of the sun and lock the exposure, and then you take the panorama. So what you did is you properly exposed your highlights and just increase your shadows in post in Lightroom. That's it. You get a perfect panorama. That's it for today, guys. I hope you loved it. If you did, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and please press on the bell icon so you will know when a new video is up, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.